After driving over 9 hours over the last few days, I have finally arrived in the Cairngorms National Park, and I've woken up this morning and it's snowing. I think it's only going to be a little bit, and this is the first time I've seen it snow this winter, because the last time the UK got a load of snow I was actually in Greece, so I missed out on that huge snowfall. So this is quite magical. So the pyjamas, dry robe and Crocs is the van life look. Wake up, get outside first thing in the morning. This is what I'm going to be wearing. Now, you might be wondering why I decided to come to Scotland in the middle of the winter when it's freezing cold. Well, I thought I'd embrace the winter for once and hopefully enjoy some wintry conditions here in Scotland. And I mean, it's already snowing, so I think I've already ticked the box. But to be honest, the main reason was because ideally I wanted to spend a lot of winter in Greece with my long distance girlfriend, but I had to have a small surgery recently and I wasn't allowed to fly for like 6 weeks after, so I thought, what can I do in this time whilst I'm like recovering and waiting to be able to go back to Greece? And I thought, I'll go to Scotland. I've been wanting to go for ages. I've never really, I've been putting it off because I just thought I needed longer, but I've got like 3 or 4 weeks till I need to be back down in the south of England, and I'm gonna make the most of it. I think that's a perfect time for like a winter trip, because when it's winter you can't really spend that much time outside. You can go on walks and do things, but then you kind of just retreat back to the van at the end of the day. So yeah, that's the plan. Do a few little gentle walks. As I mentioned, I had a surgery, so I'm not allowed to do any big hikes, nothing with too much elevation gain. I can't go up any mountains, which is quite sad because I would have loved to have done some wintry mountains and things like that, but that will be another time. For now it's just going to be gentle walks, chilling in the van with some nice views, and yeah, exploring a little bit of Scotland. So obviously, to make the most of my time, I'm probably going to mostly be doing like the touristy places that are quite highly recommended. Everyone goes there, but I'm thinking because it's winter, it's going to be a lot quieter. There's going to be more places to park up, so it should be pretty good. And obviously these places are popular for a reason. Like, usually I'm like that person that just tries to avoid the touristy spots because I just hate it when it's like too busy and you can't find places to park and everything. But I think because of the time of the year and everything, it will be a nice time to see it and to tick off these places. I mean, like, they're popular for a reason. So the plan is a week here in the Cairngorms, and then a week in the Isle of Skye, and then a week in the Glencoe area, and I think that's going to be plenty of time. So yeah, stick around and hope you enjoy it. The plan for today is finish my coffee and tidy up the van, drive about 10 minutes down the road to the car park of the start of a hike, walk along the river Dee, I think it's called, so that should be nice. I've just started the trail here. I think it's called the Lin of Dee trail, but I'll put all the locations of everything on the screen or in the description somewhere if I remember. It's already incredible. The start of the trail was the bridge with the canyon. Is it called a canyon? Gorge. That's it, not a canyon. I don't know if it's because I've not done a lot of exploring in the last few months, or if I'm just easily impressed, but I feel like I'm in a painting. Like, walking alongside this river, the trees are somehow still so green, There's mountains everywhere. Just over there, you can't really see, it's a bit cloudy. But there's barely any people around. I feel like I'm in a dream. With Scotland is that there's too many choices for park ups, and I'm so indecisive that I can never choose where to go. But I found this spot and there's apparently a really good viewpoint up there, so let's go have a look. Right, today's plan is to head towards Glenmore area because there's like loads of things to see there, but on the way I'm going to stop via a little village because there's an old pack horse bridge that looks really cool and I want to go see it. So I think the village is called Carrbridge, probably named after the bridge, I guess. And then I'm going to carry on towards Loch Morlich and chill there for a little bit, maybe do some photos, go for a little walk. And then I'll probably try and find a nice parking area around there, probably up towards like the ski centre because I feel like there's going to be a nice view up there, so that'll be cool. And then yeah, I'll be in a good place for the hike that I want to do tomorrow. Those birds are very loud. Right, time to get going. Well, I found the bridge. It's a little bit strange, it's literally in the middle of a random village. Like, there's literally a petrol station there. I thought it was going to be like a bit in the middle of nowhere and a cool little bridge, but I'm actually in the middle of just a random village. So, I mean, the cars parked over there sort of ruined the vibe. I've made it to Loch Morlich. When I arrived about half an hour ago, the sun was out and it was absolutely incredible. Half of the lake is frozen and it just looks stunning. Obviously now it's gone cloudy because I was faffing around getting loads of stuff ready. But I want to look for a nice spot to take some photos for a brand that I'm working with. So I'm going to wander along the edge and see if there's anywhere a bit quieter, because obviously at the car park there's loads of people pulling up taking pictures, so I'm gonna see if I can find a little quiet spot. So I found a nice spot, and if you didn't know, I'm a photographer and I work with the brand Lochan, which you see me make coffee things all the time. I genuinely love and use their products all the time, but I also create content for them. So today I'm shooting some content for this, which is a pour over coffee. I am cheating a little bit because I'm not actually going to put real coffee in there because I wanted to drink a coffee, but in the afternoon I could only drink decaf and I didn't have any actual decaf coffee. So I've got instant coffee in there. Listen, this is the behind the scenes. You will not see the coffee in there because look, this is the shot that it's going to be. Down here, the shot, I'm going to pour the water, blah blah blah, the lake's in the background. It's a nice shot, but you don't actually see the coffee inside, so I'm just cheating and using instant coffee basically. Brought my big camera because I usually use that on self-timer mode on a tripod and get myself in it, but I couldn't really find an angle that I actually liked, so I'm just going to do like a POV shot with this camera because it's got a really wide lens on it. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's actually interested in this, but anyway, I'm going to make a coffee. Right, I think the photo shoot was a success. Drinking my coffee, enjoying the views, the sun's come out, and I can see where I'm going to go park later tonight. Up in the mountain there, I can see the sun reflecting off the cars. I think the road just goes up and then it's there, so that's going to be a really cool spot to park. But yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to head back to the van, have some lunch and chill for a little bit, and then head up the mountain. Well, this is a pretty amazing spot. There's an amazing view. The loch just over there is where we were earlier, so it's pretty cool to be overlooking that now. And then we've got the mountains up here. You can go a bit further up, closer towards the ski centre, but this little lay-by is actually like away from the road a little bit, so there are cars going by. I don't know if you can hear them, but I mean, during the night there won't be any, and it is a little bit further away from the road, so it's not too bad. So I've got some lovely views, but the only thing is, my back windows are so filthy, I can't see anything out of them, so I've got some screen wash in a bottle and a little squeegee. I'm gonna give them a clean. Oh, it's not perfect, but that'll do. My hands are freezing now. I'm heading in search of the Green Loch. That's not the official name, but that is its nickname because apparently the water looks green. I've seen pictures, it looks like it should be in Canada or something, so I'm really excited, hoping the weather stays like this because it is pretty nice at the minute. A little bit cold, but he's doing alright. This hike is from the Glenmore Visitor Centre, but I'm being a bit cheap today and I'm parking on the side of the road because the last few days I paid for car parks and they're like 3, 4, 5 quid. I know it doesn't sound like a lot for a car park, but if you pay that every day it starts to add up, and some car parks are like even more, like 6, 7, 8 quid, and that's expensive just for parking. So I try wherever I can to find free parking, and I think that's just, I don't know if that's a van life thing or just in general, but yeah, free parking on the side of the road here. So the visitor centre is literally like 20 metres up the road, so I'm going to go up there, go to the toilet, I think there's toilets there, and that's the start of the walk anyway, so ideal. Well, here is the Green Loch. It's not very green today because 1, it's cloudy, 2, it's frozen, so it just looks like ice. But now I'm really tempted to throw a rock and make the cool ice sound, so let's go. That is so satisfying. So I just stopped off in the town of Aviemore for a shower. There is public toilets and showers there for £2 for 5 minutes hot shower. So my main way of showering when I'm travelling or just in the van in general is usually gyms, and I have a gym membership to Pure Gym, but there's not really many gyms up here. But it's really nice when you find a shower like that, because campsites are like, what, 20-30 quid nowadays. They're so expensive, and I try and only go to a campsite when I really need to. Anyway, I have moved on to another park up. I am near to where I want to walk tomorrow, so let me show you around. So it's nothing too special, it's pretty much just a lay-by here, but there is a little loch over there, so that'll be nice for a walk later. After warming up, having some pancakes, making a coffee, the last thing I want to do is go back outside. But I'm going to go for a little wander, may as well, why not? I've got nothing else to do. So I've got my coffee and let's get going. It's only going to be, I need to put this down somewhere. This. The ice is actually so much thicker than I thought it would be. Oh, that's sad. Right, I won't lie, I've had a proper lazy morning. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't done anything yet today, but I've just arrived at Uath Lochans, and there's a nice walk around the lochs up to a little viewpoint somewhere, I think, to overlook the few little lochs. Should be nice. I think I'm going to do this walk. And then maybe when I get back, I can do that one. Well, this is a pretty incredible viewpoint. Look at that. Just came round the corner and there's an even better viewpoint right here. I don't know if anything beats the embarrassment of trying to film a video and like shouting or like saying something really just random in the middle of nowhere, and then someone walks up and you're like, yeah, that was awkward, wasn't it? Well, that was an incredible little walk. I say little, it was about 2 hours because I did both of the routes. Now I'm off to find somewhere to park tonight. Don't really know where I'm going yet, but I've got no signal here, so drive to find some signal and then have a little search. Good morning. So originally I was planning to stay here in the Cairngorms for another day or two, just chill, enjoy the views, but I think I'm going to head west and go visit some beaches on my way to the Isle of Skye, because the weather forecast for over there says sunshine for today and tomorrow, and it's on the way to the Isle of Skye anyway, which is where I was heading at the end of this week. It's about 2 hours from here, so I'm going to get a move on and hopefully get there by the afternoon so I can enjoy the afternoon there. I think that is going to be it for this video, and I'm going to continue everything in a separate video. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed me exploring the Cairngorms National Park, and make sure you stick around to see what I get up to on the Isle of Skye, the beaches over on the west, and also Glencoe National Park.